Meta stock analysis in a few minutes time. Part 1, the technicals. This stock is an absolute freefall. It's currently at year-to-date lows. It's oversold on the RSI for the daily, weekly, and monthly charts. And the stock is back to levels we haven't seen since 2015. It's important to understand that just because a stock is oversold, that doesn't mean it's done falling. Momentum plays a big factor in price action. And right now, momentum is strong to the downside for Meta stock. The stock recently gapped down because of an awful earnings report. If you look at another gap down for this stock, you can see that it typically continues to sell off after that initial drop, and then it will attempt to back and fill. Facebook failed to fill that gap on the last drop. I personally think something similar is going to happen this time around. Now, based on the charts going back in the monthly chart, the next support is at $75 a share. This is supported by the support from August of 2015 and from the resistance of February 2014. Part 2, the story. There are three main parts to the story. The first part is a decline in ad spending. Companies right now are dealing with higher input costs, which is leading to lower margins, which in turn leaves less capital for ad spend. In addition, as we head into an upcoming recession, ad spend will likely decline as well. Meta at its core right now is an advertisement company, so they're definitely hit by the decrease in ad spending. The next big part for the overall story for Meta stock is their big bet on the metaverse. This year, Facebook changed their name from Facebook to Meta, and the annualized metaverse investment from this company is roughly $15 billion. Needless to say, this company is spending a lot and making a huge bet on the metaverse, which will take many years to pay off, if at all. Overall, the huge amounts of capex on metaverse hurts the overall earnings for this company. And in this environment, in this stock market, earnings and profitability are extremely important. The next big story for Meta is saturation. Meta is one of the biggest companies in the world. 2.87 billion people worldwide use at least one of Meta's products each day. The world population is 8 billion. Extract kids and elderly, and a very large percentage of the world uses Meta products. This is extremely valuable, but it also means that future growth is going to be very hard to obtain, which in turn will lead to lower revenue growth, which will then reduce the multiple on the stock. Part 3, the valuation. Meta stock is currently worth $370 billion. It currently trades at a 13 forward-looking price to earnings ratio. The 5-year average is around 25. Year-over-year growth on revenue has gone from a positive 37% to a negative 4% in the most recent quarter. Because of the uncertainty in future ad spending, Forex headwinds, increasing spending in the metaverse, and huge speculation on the profitability and market size of the future metaverse market, it is nearly impossible to evaluate Meta stock without making huge assumptions. If revenue growth and profits were to return to the Facebook of old, this stock at this price would be extremely undervalued. However, if revenue and profits continue to fall, expect the stock to do the same. Part 4, the conclusion. For trading purposes, I'd expect the downside momentum to continue, and we could see some minor bounces along the way. But I think $75 a share is very likely. For investing purposes, this needs to be an extremely long-term investment. And you have to be very bullish on the metaverse space, because if that fails, so will this stock. Now that concludes this video. Join the private Discord if you're interested in live trade alerts. Here are some examples of trades that we notified all members on the private Discord over the last couple of months. A link to join is in the bio. Also consider hitting that follow button for more stock content, and I'll see you on the next video.